states, according to some data from the Philly Fed. What did Samsung just tell us about demand for smartphones and PCs? What else is going on in the economy that we should be paying attention to? Today is January 9th, and this is your daily financial news. Let's start with some housing numbers to watch. Again, folks, if you're not following Mike Simonson from Altos Research, you are truly missing out. Here are some data that we can follow from Altos Research. Again, this data is important because it's consistent and it's weekly. It's data that we get weekly, just like the weekly unemployment claims, that will show us inflection points and highlight trends. So what is going on in the U.S. housing market the first full week of 2024? First and foremost, active inventory is up when you compare year-on-year numbers. Let's not forget that December, January, and February of last year was rough. Remember, the market froze. We had all of these flippers sitting on inventory that got whacked. Inventory was building and pain was starting. That obviously reversed in March. But as we sit here, the first full week of January, active inventory is up 6% year-on-year to 499,000 roughly. Active single-family homes. Interesting is inventory is building in the South and Central. It is falling in the West and Northeast. Now, if you know anything about these geographies, it may shock you. I hope it doesn't. The South and Central are the lower price points. When you look at the map, median home price, it is often led by the West, followed by the Northeast, then South, and finally Central. So again, the cheaper areas, inventory is building. The more expensive areas, inventory is falling. Again, data to watch going forward. See if the trend continues. Next up, 9% more listings year on year. This is important. Again, we need to watch the trend because last year, as we've reported, you can go back and watch last year's daily financial news. It is right there for you. You will know that the housing market was frozen. Today, we have more listings. The question is, who is listing? Have we unlocked the move-up buyer? I don't think so. Do we have some wish pricing? Maybe. Do we have some job loss? Do we have some blown up Airbnbs? Don't know. Again, we talk national, we talk Vegas, and we talk Central Valley. It's where I have experience. You should be looking in your buy box. What is going on in your buy box? It's inventory building. Is it below or above the median? What is happening? Continue to watch it daily. 13% more contracts. Last year, there were 31,600. This week, there were 36,000. So, more listings, but more activity. Did we see the fall in interest rates bring demand back? Have we seen people start the spring selling season early? We're going to see very, very quickly. Did you know there are 247,000 units pending or in contract yet to close? That is up 4.25%. So more pendings, more transactions, a little bit more inventory. These are things to watch. These are national numbers, but again, what is going on in your area? And then finally, price. Again, these are listings. These are not completed sales, so you really don't know where the numbers will wash out. But when you look at active listings, when you look at new listings, price points are up 8.8%. Now again, is that because we're selling more luxury homes? Is that because the move-up buyer's involved? We don't know, but it's data that we can track weekly. So shout out to the team at Altos Research doing great work, giving us data weekly, giving us data consistent that we can look at and look for inflection points. How about Samsung? Boy, you want to start off with a Q4 warning? How about one from Samsung? Samsung has warned that Q4 profits could plunge 35%. 35%. Now again, that's a total number. When I see numbers like that, I wonder, hey, where is the pain? Is it in phones, right? Mobile phones? Is it in computers? Is it in something else? Is it North America? Is it Europe? Is it Asia? When you get warnings like this, they never give you the next level of detail. But rest assured, a 35% plunge, there's plenty of pain to go around. The other thing that we need to remember, and we've talked a lot about on this channel, we have bought a lot of stuff. I often call it cardboard boxes, right? Delivered from Amazon and eBay and Etsy and blah, blah, blah. We are now doing services. There's a lot of economic warnings, but you have to understand, like the economic leading indicators. A lot of those underlying metrics that are now down something like 11 months in a row, they are very much goods oriented, not services oriented. And by some measures, the US economy is 80% services and 20% goods. So if you are using economic leading indicators that are goods focused after a pandemic where everybody bought everything in an economy that is 20% based on goods, you are missing the most important part of our economy. So be careful. But nonetheless, Samsung's warning is interesting. And actually the first thing I thought when I saw that was, who's next? Will it be a hardware provider? Will it be somebody that services Asia? There will be more Q4 warnings. Who is it going to be? How about Unity Software? Boy, if you wanted to talk about layoffs, first off, I believe Unity Software had a 6% reduction sometime last year, Q2, Q3. Unity Software just pulled a 25% cut. 25%. They're going to be laying off 1 in 4 people. That's about 1,800 based on their headcount at the end of the year. So folks, we are still seeing layoffs. We are still seeing companies have to right size for profitability. And a 25% cut is nasty. That is a monster number. Again, though, it is 1,800 folks. It's not like it's 180,000. It's 1,800. How about Juniper Network? Again, something I brought you in December of last year, as I thought this would be the year of acquisitions. It is rumored that Juniper Networks might be on the block and that HPE, or Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, might be putting out a bid. If you go look at HPE or Hewlett-Packard Enterprise historically, they have done lots of growth through acquisitions. Near as I can tell, makes perfect sense that they might be shopping for the next thing. So again, the year of acquisitions is coming. How about some Fed speak? There was a Fed President Bowman who was telling us that she was in the camp of more rate hikes. She told us in Q4 that she was leaning towards one more hike or more hikes. She has now come out and said, well, hikes are over. But we're not cutting anytime soon. Folks, the Fed pivot continues. The hawks that were trying to tell us that more rate hikes are coming are dropping like flies. They are, of course, going to tell us that rate cuts aren't coming. They have historically been late. So we shall see what happened. There are signs that the Q1 and Q2 economy will be weakening. But again, we shall see. We all need to hope that the Fed is not late. Because if they are, it could be particularly nasty. But again, another Fed president saying we're done hiking. Something we got, I want to make sure I get this right. This is according to the Philly Fed. The Philly Fed said in November, 21 of our 50 states were in recession. Folks, if you're not great at math, that's over 40%. That's 45% of our states were in a recession. If you read the article talking about this, it looks like just a spread that more and more states are going recessionary. Again, remember, Q3 GDP was like 4.9. Q4 is estimated to be 2.5. We shall see. So again, we need to watch that. Again, 21 states in recession. We should be careful. Jeremy Siegel, gotta love Jeremy Siegel. You know, he is saying that we are in the perfect Goldilocks economy. It is not too hot. It is not too weak. The Fed will get their soft landing. The Fed will cut a few times to maintain their restrictive nature. Jeremy Siegel, Goldilocks pace, neither not too strong or too weak. I don't know, Jeremy. We're going to see in the next 4 to 6 weeks because it doesn't feel like last year. I don't know about you, but it just doesn't feel right to me. Couple of things to wrap up, folks. We've got 52 seats sold to our virtual event. We are less than 40 days away from our first ORaaT celebration of 50,000 in Vegas. It is sold out, sold out, sold out. You can attend virtually. You can get the agenda, see who's speaking when. We will do our best to take questions. You will also get the video after once it is produced. And if you like saving money, buy it now for 99 bucks. You will save money because I will sell it for more once it is cut and produced. Because again, I think it will be hopefully a life-changing event for lots of folks, having 21 millionaires or more sharing information, reacting to your questions, and generally just networking and having a good time. If you are interested in real estate investing, don't forget the How to Get Started One Rental at a Time course is there for you. It is still $3.99. I haven't changed the price yet, but will. I am also going to give you, because I feel like doing good today, 2 free $50 courses. You can get the 6-hour mastermind. You can get the Buy Box Deep Dive, Leverage Debt Equity, the Legends of Real Estate. You could even get Dan Bird's stock analysis. Remember, folks, Dan Bird did a session with us. You can get that 2-hour for 50 bucks. If you want it by itself, it's $50. You can go get it, how he uses stock charts. And if you don't know about Dan Bird, check out his playlist. He has been right a lot. And he did a 2-hour session with our community. You can go get that for 50 bucks or get it as one of the freebies for buying the How to Get Started One Rental at a Time course. And don't forget to ask to join the Facebook group. This is a goal of mine. I am hoping to get hundreds of more people in our private Facebook group, networking, asking questions, sharing buy boxes, and just having a good time. And then finally, folks, we've got 2 more black cards. This one is, both of these are going to Jacoby. Jacoby, congratulations on getting your 2 deals. Folks, for Jacoby in this case, these were deals done last year, but we didn't send him his card. I'm an easy grader. I want to send everybody a card that has benefited from one rental at a time. So if you've closed a deal and not gotten your cards, whether it's your next deal or your golden ticket first deal, let me know and I will add you to the scoreboard. We currently sit at 6 black cards and 6 golden tickets. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here today. One rental at a time. Go check out the website, see the books we recommend, games, things of that nature. Have fun. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.